There are just so many people out there in the world that are so very, very interesting, or who make contributions to the world and to progressive things in the world that are positive and good. Daniel Ellsberg was part of the Pentagon Papers. He exposed the U.S. government during the Vietnam War. He published over 7,000 pages that he stealthily removed from the Pentagon because of his security clearance. He took them home and he was copying them to expose the government's lies about the Vietnam War. Well, and he also had 2 children who were 10 and 13, and he soon found that he would not be able to copy all these pages by himself, just in dribs and drabs at a time, so he brought out more copies, and the children would cut out top secret off the top of the documents. And eventually, Daniel Ellsberg was convicted and sentenced to 115 years in prison. But you know what? He never served a day. He walked out in 1973 because of some legal haggling and exposures of the government that he was, in fact, let off. Very interesting. After all this exposure of lies and the courage it took to do that. But here's the punchline. His son, Robert Ellsberg, who later on in life, after his father had died, talked about those years of when he and his sister were copying these papers. And he would say to his dad, "Can we get into trouble for this?" And his father would say, "Yeah, we could all go to prison." But one of the things that Robert Ellsberg has been quoted as saying is, "My father taught us that there are moments when you have to choose between your career, your freedom, your comfort, and your conscience. You might lose everything else, but you'll keep your soul." Something to think about.